You're a British and Irish Lion. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's great to be here. We were just talking on the way over today about how bad it would be, if we weren't here. So it's a very special place to be. We're only here for a day. Then we've got 2 games with Leinster, and then we'll be back into camp for good. But some guys are here now for 2 weeks. So I suppose trying to get it to say hello to as many guys as possible, and tell them we'll see them in a couple of weeks.
It is a bit of a sort of nomadic experience for you guys for the next couple of weeks, going backwards and forwards so much of the time. You've still got games to play, and important games with Leinster as well. Yeah,
2 finals, so obviously all our focus will have to be on those 2 games for the next couple of weeks. And I think that's good, it's 2 pretty big games that we get to play, high pressure. That will stand us in good stead when we go over to Australia.
That's kind of been the topic of conversation. Is like, are you better off having a couple of weeks break, as some of the players, or actually keep ticking over? I mean, as a player, you know your own body. What would you prefer?
Well, I'm slightly different. I had a couple of months off with injury, sort of the back end of the Six Nations and just after. So, for me, I'm delighted to be back playing games, and the more games I play, the better. The more games I play, the better I feel I'm playing, and get into a bit of a groove. I think the Irish players were looked after pretty well. We wouldn't have played as many games as the other countries, so a few guys will get to rest up, and I'm sure that will suit them. And for guys like me, I get to play a few more games.
Obviously, Saturday evening's game, Brian had a bit of an issue. I mean, you probably know him as well as any, having sort of spent time with him. Is he concerned?
No, I think I don't think it's a bad injury or anything. His back just tightened up. I think, knowing Brian, he's a pretty quick healer, and hopefully for Leinster we'll have him back for Friday's game. Also, I suppose he's entitled to a few days off here and there, isn't it? I mean, at his age and what he's done in the game. At that age, yeah, he can take a couple of weeks off here and there when he wants. No, but again, hopefully it's not too serious. I don't think it is from talking to a few of the guys, and just thought it'd be better to stay at home and get treatment there rather than sitting on a plane, coming over here, standing up all day. So.
How's the last couple of weeks been since the announcement? Obviously, an awful lot of discussion about there being only 2 number 10s in the squad, and you are one of them.
Yeah, a lot of talk about that. I think it's great that we've had games. It's something to focus on, and I think the guys that wouldn't have had games would be. They're almost looking ahead 4 weeks. So for us, it's a week at a time. Obviously, to get named in that squad was. A massive goal achieved, to get picked on it, and now it'll be about trying to get some form ahead of the tour, and then your form on tour will decide who goes on the test team.
Robert Howley explained on squad announcement day that the reason was to ensure that the 2 10s got plenty of game time, so you feel comfortable and you're happy in running the game, and that's got to be great from your point of view, knowing that you're going to go and you're going to play.
Yeah, I think as an out half it's important to play, to get to know the guys around you, that they get to know you, and that you can put your stamp on the squad, I suppose. So yeah, that's a positive. Like I said, I won't be complaining if I'm being asked to double up from Saturday to Wednesday or Wednesday to Saturday. I haven't played too much rugby, so the more games that I'm involved in, the better for me.
The next few weeks of your life are going to be somewhat enormous. You've got an Amlin final, you've got a Pro 12 final, you've got a Lions tour, and then a move to France. I mean, it's quite a few weeks for you.
Yeah, and I'm getting married in there as well, so pretty crazy few months ahead. But I'll take one step at a time. I think that's the most important, to enjoy each moment. Finishing up with Leinster is a pretty big moment for me, so I'll focus on that, and then touch wood, I'll come through those games okay, get on the plane, and then I'll put all my focus onto the Lions.